lobbying for funding for a Northern California school.
A bill proposed by Governor Brown threatens to take the small Necessary Schools grant from Little Shasta Elementary in Montague. We'll have that story in just a moment.
Little Shasta Elementary may not be open much longer if changes aren't made to a bill that would cut grant funding for some small schools throughout California. The principal of the school spoke before legislators in Sacramento Wednesday to let them know her school can't survive without the grant. Superintendent, principal, and teacher Amy Barker said Governor Brown is changing the language for school funding in the state with Bill 88, and in doing so, her school would get minimal funding.
We would only get base funding. We wouldn't get any extra categorical monies.
Barker says the base is not enough to hold up Little Shasta Elementary.
Basically, the base funding would only give us enough to run teacher salaries and staff salaries.
So she headed with a coworker and parent to the state capitol to try and convince legislators to make changes in the wording of the bill to include small schools like Little Shasta.
It will pass. It's just we're trying to get the language tweaked so that we are included in that formula.
The trio stayed busy learning what it takes politically to save their school.
We made special packets that had kid letters, parent letters, community letters, and we made a presentation.
Barker explained to the Education Subcommittee that this little school is a big part of her town. Her 25 students excel academically, and some parents drive the extra miles to keep their children in a small school setting.
Some parents are putting 60 miles a day just to make sure their children have a small, differentiated instruction kind of experience.
Barker says the next step is to band with the other 11 threatened small schools in Sisikiyou County and build up community support.
Community awareness and creating alliances. We've been talking to different politicians from the north.
The principal and teacher says a vote on the revised budget could be made as early as May or as late as September. Covering your news in Montague, Jessica De Nova, News 10.